Emperor Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars, conceived by George Lucas, is the ultimate master of manipulation. He begins as a seemingly mild senator, then rises to Supreme Chancellor, and finally seizes absolute power as Emperor. With calm precision, he engineers crises and wars, using fear and deceit to dismantle democratic institutions and crush any spark of rebellion. Every public speech and quiet gesture is calculated to tighten his grip on the galaxy. Palpatine transforms hope into despair, turning once free beings into obedient subjects. His methods are as predictable as they are ruthless. Repeatable steps that ensure the constant suppression of freedom. In his unyielding march to power, he leaves a legacy of systematic tyranny, where resistance is not only futile but methodically eradicated. Large over every dark twist of fate in the galaxy, a reminder that absolute power is maintained through relentless, repetitive control. The Major. The Major, from Hellsing Ultimate, is the unchanging face of endless war. A former Nazi officer, his polite demeanor belies a fanatic obsession with conflict. He revels in every battle as if it were a work of art, delivering the same measured declaration, "I love war." His tactics are uniform and methodical. Each campaign is planned with chilling precision and executed without deviation. He turns every clash into a symphony of destruction, using endless conflict as the only true measure of power. Every command and calculated move reinforces his belief that only through perpetual battle can order be defined. His relentless repetition of these strategies leaves behind a legacy of ceaseless warfare and despair. In his eyes, the world is meant to be an eternal battlefield, where hope is snuffed out by the consistent rhythm of violence. Dr. Eclipse. Dr. Eclipse, from Valiant Comics, is a mad scientist whose brilliance has been twisted into dark obsession. In his secret laboratories, he methodically pushes the boundaries of science, repeatedly performing experiments that defy natural law and ethics. Each experiment is executed with cold precision, a calculated step to reshape life without regard for human suffering. His approach is uniform and unchanging, as he believes that every human life is just a variable to be manipulated. The horrifying results of his experiments serve as a grim testament to his unyielding vision. With every monstrous creation, Dr. Eclipse confirms his belief that progress comes at a steep price. His repeated, formulaic actions leave a legacy of technological terror, reminding us that when genius is divorced from humanity, the result is a relentless cycle of calculated horror. Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter, created by Thomas Harris, is the epitome of refined terror. Always impeccably dressed and eloquent, Lecter uses his charm and intellect in a repetitive, chilling pattern. He engages his victims in calm, cultured conversation before unleashing sudden, calculated violence. Each interaction follows the same disturbing formula, a measured dialogue that masks the imminent predatory act. Lecter's sophisticated demeanor and consistent method of psychological manipulation make his actions both mesmerizing and horrifying. His approach is always methodical: engage, charm, and then strike with precise brutality. Lecter's repeated displays of cultured savagery reveal a mind that delights in turning everyday elegance into instruments of horror. His legacy is a continuous, unvarying cycle of refined cruelty that leaves a lasting impression on all who encounter his cold, methodical nature. The Night King. The Night King, from Game of Thrones, embodies the relentless march of death. Silent and emotionless, he leads an army of the undead with a uniform, unyielding purpose to extinguish all life. His methods are repetitive and chilling. With every step, he spreads an eternal winter, turning vibrant lands into frozen wastelands. His presence is constant and unchanging, a foreboding symbol of nature's final, inevitable defeat. Each reanimation of his soldiers, every attack on the living, follows the same cold, precise rhythm. The Night King's legacy is a cycle of unremitting despair, where every act of annihilation is a testament to his simple, uniform goal: to erase all life. His icy determination and unvarying tactics create a sense of dread that is as predictable as it is unstoppable, leaving the world shrouded in an endless, repetitive winter of terror. Lord Voldemort. The last one is for sure. You know him. I don't believe there's anyone who hasn't heard about him. Lord Voldemort, originally Tom Riddle and created by J.K. Rowling, is the embodiment of dark, unrelenting evil in the wizarding world. Obsessed with immortality and the pursuit of pure power, his every action follows a cold, repetitive pattern of betrayal and cruelty. He employs dark magic and ruthless tactics, whether by creating Horcruxes or committing mass murder, to eliminate anyone who dares stand in his way. In his unyielding quest for domination, Voldemort fixates on one singular nemesis, Harry Potter. From the moment the prophecy was spoken, he has made it his mission to destroy the boy who lived. Every encounter with Harry follows the same predictable, chilling rhythm. Voldemort unleashes his dark spells, attempts to seize control of fate, and repeatedly finds his efforts thwarted by Harry's unexpected resilience and the power of love. This endless duel, a cycle of aggression and failure, defines not only his legacy, but also the soul of the wizarding world. Every spell he casts, every command he issues, is delivered with the same monotonous, methodical precision. Voldemort's legacy is built on a never-ending cycle of terror, where his repeated attempts to kill Harry only underscore his unchanging, unyielding nature. In his eyes, power is measured by fear and destruction, yet the constant defiance of Harry serves as a bitter reminder that even his most calculated plans can be undone. His repeated failures and the inevitable return of hope through Harry cement his reputation as a force whose cruelty is as uniform as it is predictable. Which of these scared you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. These videos take a lot of time to make.